use a place of worship for such a purpose, but that only made the affair more exciting. A few days later, however, she had to take a journey with her husband. By the time she got back, Casanova had disappeared as quickly and gracefully as he had come. Some years later, this nigga was cold. This nigga hit her with he was there and gone. Back and she couldn't believe it. Some years later, in London, a young woman named Miss Pauline noticed an ad in a local newspaper. A gentleman was looking for a lady lodger to rent a part of his house. Miss Pauline came from Portugal and was and was of the nobility. She had eloped to London with a lover, but he had been forced to return home, and she had to stay on a loan for some while before she could join him. Now she was lonely and had little money and was depressed by her squalid circumstances. Squalid circumstances. After all, she had been raised as a lady. She answered the ad. The gentleman turned out to be Casanova, and what a gentleman he was. The room he offered was nice, and the rent was low. He asked only for occasional companionship. Miss Pauline moved in. They played chess, went riding, discussed literature. He was he was so well bred, polite, and generous. A serious and high-minded girl, she came to depend on their friendship. Here was a man she could talk to for hours. Then one day, Casanova seemed changed, upset, excited. He confused. He confessed that he was in love with her. She was going back to Portugal soon to rejoin her lover, and this was not what she wanted to hear. She told him he should go riding to calm down. This nigga timing it perfect. Look at him, Casanova, crazy. Later that evening, she received news. He had fallen from his horse. Damn. Feeling responsible for his accident, she rushed to him, found him in bed, and fell into his arms, unable to control herself. The two became lovers that night and remained so for the rest of Miss Pauline's stay in London. Yet, when it came time for her to leave for Portugal, he did not try to stop her. Instead, he comforted her, reasoning that each of them had offered the other the perfect temporary antidote to their loneliness, and that they would be friends for life. Whoo! Casanova was that nigga.